So I beat Red Dead 2 for the first time in 2024, and I gotta say, I wish I had played it sooner. I really do. It's one of those games that I will tell people and I will recommend to individuals. It is a great and fantastic game. Story is amazing, gameplay is great. I do have my gripes, but I'll get further into that here in a little bit. To start off, thank you for joining the channel. If you guys want to support after you reach the end of the video, if you do reach the end of the video, go ahead, like, subscribe, and then just continue to watch. That's all you really got to do. Now to really get into it, man, this game, I did not go in with high expectations. I did not go in hating on the game, things of that nature. I just went in as a kind of a blank slate. I had heard a lot of things online about it being amazing, but I never delved into the story or anything like that, or I got a chance to play it, never picked it up. Then it was free on the PlayStation Network, or PlayStation Plus store, basically. I picked it up, and I decided to stream it here on the channel. Being like, hey, you know, I like stories, and I hear there's a fantastic story. It's something I would like to share with the audience, so let's go ahead and get into it. And just like everybody else, I was pretty much choked up, tears running down the cheeks at the end of certain things. I won't go into any spoilers as far as the story and everything like that. I will say that I did a high honor playthrough, I would recommend as far as the story, but hey, when you pick up your copy, you download it, whatever playthrough you do, you know, do your thing. Now, the game itself, the graphics and everything like that, I'm playing on a 1080p monitor off my PS5, and it's an old PS4 game from 2018. But to me, graphics are fine. Graphics are not a heavy thing for me anyway, but graphics went great. The atmosphere that it sets with its lighting and with you know, it's basically its landscape and everything like that, it's fantastic. It's 100% something that I feel is part of the experience. So for me, the graphics will never get knocked on any points or anything like that, especially when you go in an art direction that allows you to experience, you know, nature and the wilds and all that stuff like that. Now, as far as like the shooting and stuff like that and everything, because you know, you can obviously tell it's a Western, they do a lot of shooting and stuff. It's been fun. Rockstar does know how to kind of build an open world third-person shooter. They've been doing it forever, so they would be masters at it at this point, which makes sense. But it's been nothing but fantastic. The one thing I will attribute right off the bat that got me right on the hook was the soundtrack. The song placement in the soundtrack for this game is absolutely amazing. It's something that every time I was going to get into a gunfight, I was looking forward to that soundtrack playing in the background. Anytime there was going to be a moment, any kind of dialogue was going to be shared between two characters, it was something that I was very much looking forward to hearing in that background to set that mood. The sound design of this game is something that really drew me in further, and just they blew it out of the water on this one. It was fantastic for this sound design. As someone who watched a lot of old westerns growing up with their father, fantastic choice, fantastic placement. It just made the experience so much better. Now, I will say, with all the positive that I'm spewing out and everything like that, there is a little bit of things that I had difficulty or issues with, and this is just from my experience. It's not something that was game breaking, but it's something that I found more of an inconvenience than anything. Was travel. Travel in the game, I understand it's supposed to be an immersive experience from what I read for it, that it's supposed to be, you know, we want you to feel like you are in the Old West, we want you to feel like you are living in these times and this and that, which is fine, that's fantastic. Travel, I felt, for the most part, for a good chunk of the game, was just tedious. After a while, you just kind of got used to it, but I feel for a good chunk of the game, for me, it was tedious. It's not gonna be, you know, game breaking in any sense, but that's really that gripe there. Another one is our prologue. I do feel, or not a prologue, epilogue, my bad. our epilogue is I feel our epilogue's a little too long. Now, for some people, they may have liked the pacing of it. I feel that the pacing in the epilogue is pretty much a big issue for myself, someone who's very story driven. It kept removing me from the story. It kept removing me from having to continue further interest after certain events took place. And there's a lot of things in there that we could have just took out, or could have just removed or left for after certain events, this and that. But that's just a personal opinion. That's just a thing. There's a lot of people that I know really like the epilogue. Some individuals in my chat while I was playing were very much like, this is how a story is told, and this and that. And so again, if it's something that you liked, it's something that you liked. But that's really my only gripes with the game, in all honesty. Like, everything else pretty much has been fantastic. Now, to say all this, I only really focused on main story, some side quest here and there. I haven't even completed this game 100%, and I've looked at the trophy list after I beat it. There's a bunch of things that I'm never going to get the platinum for this trophy because I played it on PS5. I'm never going to get it for it because I refuse to go into the online. Online doesn't look interesting to me in any way, shape, or form. And some of the trophies I'm pretty sure if I do another playthrough, are going to be absolutely fun. But yeah, that's been my experience. For me, if I were to score the game, since this is called the Evil Bear channel, I will give it 5 out of 5 bear claws. This is pretty much a perfect game, except for the gripes that I have, but those are personal gripes, not anything that should be taken as factual or anything like that. They're just personal opinion. But I won't let personal opinion affect the score. I do feel that this is one of those games that when someone asks, can video games beat art? This is the video game that I will point out to them. It's just like, yes, they can. And Red Dead 2 proves that. But yeah, that's pretty much been my time. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful day, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.